I want to talk to you about the debate last night and try to give you a different perspective on what happened. If we were Republicans versus Democrats, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But we're not. Just like that debate last night was Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris and two different moderators. Politics in America is the Republican Party versus the Democrats, 90% of the media, and 100% of every institution worldwide. Look, just going up against 90% of the media is a slaughter. If you go to Vegas, the House odds are probably, 55-45 in the House's favor? Here we're talking 90-10, if not worse. You're not getting past that. Every Republican policy, politician, idea, candidate is going to go in smelling like a rose and come out smelling like a trash can after they get done running that gauntlet. From there, it gets exponentially worse. 100% of every institution worldwide. We're Republicans versus Democrats, 90% of the media, academia, the entertainment industry, pop culture, the Ivy-stocracy. Want to make it in the National Football League? You come out of what? Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, something. Want to make it in politics and rule the world? You come out of the Ivy-stocracy. You come out of Harvard with a PhD in law. Anything else is almost irrelevant. Social media platforms, big tech, corporate sponsors, billionaire donors, fact-checking organizations, Wikipedia, the woke U.S. Armed Forces, the woke Catholic Church. Did I mention the National Football League, National Basketball League, and Major League Baseball? Financial institutions ready to defund you for not toting the left-wing line. Polling companies, the European Union, the United Nations, the World Health Organization. The list is endless. And what do we have on our side? Nothing. Talk radio, or as I call it, trash radio. Hosts that have 19% approval ratings on the radio 15 hours a week, totally unopposed by their own mouth. You ever listen to them? They're horrible. It's never more intelligent than wake up and whine. Wake up, see what the left does, scream no about it, and cash your multi-million-dollar paycheck. The top talk radio host of all time was probably Rush Limbaugh, a guy with a 19% approval rating opposed by nothing other than his own mouth. If winning politics is talk radio, it's a total failure. 19% approval rating opposed by nothing other than your own mouth? That's losing a Soviet election where you're the only guy on the ballot. Now, if it's about doing your job, hey, A+, home run. Opium of the right-wing masses, makes the station lots of money, and makes himself lots of money. What more do you want? Seriously, winning politics, forget about it. Like the rest of our political class, no training, no qualifications, and zero credentials. That's why they waste all day, every day talking policy when 2 out of 3 Americans can't even name the 3 branches of government. And a half century after the Republican Party has been spewing statistics and policies and procedures, 2/3 of Americans still can't even name the 3 branches of government. Talk about barking up the wrong tree. The skills that count for politics are marketing, messaging, sales, outreach, voting blocks, demographics, of which the right knows nothing. The problem on the right is that it's the ice cream shop who only knows one flavor of ice cream. There's a very good reason the Republican Party gets, 85% of white evangelicals, loses 50% of white non-evangelicals, and doesn't get much of anyone else because he doesn't know much about anyone else. It's, black people, you against abortion? Come right this way. Jews, you're pro-Israel? Come right this way. Hispanics, you're for school choice? Come this way. Single women want to get married? Come right this way. Students want a high-paying job? Come this way. Come to the Republican Party. We'll help you out with anything you want, as long as it's always all about us. Your problems are not the top list to everyone else's problems. And that's where these problems are stemming from. A Republican Party where your candidates have nothing behind them. On the left, unfortunately, it's a machine. On the right, garbage. A political class that might as well be working for the Democrats. They call the media mainstream and bias. How empty-headed do you have to be to call the American media mainstream? The American media is not mainstream. They are America's most corrupt big business. Tell our political class to tear down the left for a change as opposed to building them up, calling them mainstream. Or how about this one? They call the leadership of the Democratic Party elites. They're not elites. Here's the term you should be using. They're Learjet leftists. The Democrats understand something the Republican Party never will. Winning politics isn't about what you stand for. It's about getting America to hate the other party more than they hate you. Ever wonder why the Democrats got the feminists to vote in the same party as the Hollywood womanizers? Get the majority of Jewish and Arab Americans to vote in the same party? Get the unions who want to build SUVs to vote in the same party as the green fanatics? Get the drug legalization crowd of Soros to vote and open borders, to vote in the same party as the religious left of Sharpton and Jackson who want minorities off drugs? You know how they do it? They get them all to hate Republicans more. And Republicans, inadvertently, they talk about our one special interest group base. Nothing wrong with older white Protestant, tax-paying, almost always married with kids middle America. But if you ever want to be more than the ice cream shop that only sells one flavor of ice cream, got to pay attention to other people's problems. The debate last night was a microcosm. It was 3 against 1. Well, I guess that technically is better odds than we go up against, as Republicans versus Democrats, 90% of the media and 100% of every institution worldwide. The hole in the Republican Party's boat, the hole in our boat, is our pathetic excuse for a political class. They're god-awful. Can you show me one person on the right in our political class does anything more than wake up and whine? Wake up, see what the left does each day, scream no about it, and cash their multi-million-dollar paycheck, because I sure as hell can't. In addition to that, can you even name one that's actually solved a problem? They don't even know how to solve problems, so they just whine all day long. If you're against gun control, where the hell is your gun subsidy program for the crime-ridden inner-city base of the Democratic Party? If you want to end leftist media and leftist academia, where are your 30 to 60-second videos right back in the left's face within minutes of the left's lies? Tell you how simple it is. Pick your favorite sports team. What happens within minutes of their game? Within minutes of their game, 3 hours of a game is compressed into 1 to 3 minutes of highlights back in your face. That's what should be done 24/7, 365 with left-wing media lies and left-wing academia lies. It's so simple. Once you think about solving problems and we get a competent political class that can do more than pop popcorn, let alone build up the left, calling the media mainstream. The media is not mainstream. How empty-headed does our political class have to be to build up the media and call them mainstream and biased? They're not biased. They're hardcore left-wing activist hacks. They are on every topic, discussion, and issue. I'll be back soon and tell you more plans about how to actually go ahead and take down the left, aka the Learjet leftists. It's child's play once you know what you're doing. I'll talk to you soon.